Hey, how's it going? This is Kyle from the North Star Trader YouTube channel. Today is Monday, and so that means I'm going to go over last week's numbers and highlight some of the sales that we had. It wasn't a too bad week because what we've been doing. We listed 81, a little bit less than what we were hoping for, and we sold 111. For a total sales of $3,358. So yeah, kind of what we've been doing. I did notice that by Saturday we were starting to see some pretty good sales on eBay, and I don't know if that's because there are no longer used board games on Amazon. I'm hoping that kind of kicks off eBay a little bit. So it was either that or people are just starting to get some games for the holiday season. I'm not really sure, but I'm okay with it. We strung together a few like $500, $600 sales days, so that was kind of nice. Yeah, as I was saying, last week was kind of busy. That's why we only listed 81 games. I've got 4 kids, so a lot of it was focused on getting them ready for Halloween. My 2-year-old had a birthday party on Sunday, so we were getting ready for that. And so yeah, didn't get as much listed, didn't get as many videos done. My daily video is really dropped off. I had to take a few streak freezes last week, but I'm gonna get back on track with that. This is video number 70, so I'm trying to get to 100. Almost there. Yeah, as I mentioned, October 31st, we are no longer selling on Amazon. So that was kind of I don't know if a milestone is the right word, but it definitely feels a little weird to not have anything listed on Amazon. But at the same time, it's also nice to focus on eBay and really try to grow that to its fullest potential, because it's always been the second platform, the secondary platform for us. We were always Amazon first. So yeah, so maybe that'll do something for us on eBay. Maybe that'll actually help us out. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. A couple of sales that were pretty nice last week. The week before, we really didn't have any big sales, but last week we started seeing some of a couple games above $40. We had a couple multi-quantity purchases, which are always nice, and especially for us, for our books and boards store, where it's all all board games. It's really nice to get those multi-quantity sales. But specifically, couple good ones last week. We sold a Dungeons and Dragons basic set from 1980. It had all of the booklets and the sheets. It did not have any of the dice. If it had the dice, it could have easily gone for over $100. I had it listed for $100. I kind of knew that it would probably go for a little bit less. Several people offered. It didn't take very long to sell. I finally settled on an offer of $70, so that was a nice sale. Also sold a Lego game, the Heroica Lego game. I think I've mentioned these games before. Some of them are worth buying or worth looking up. A lot of them don't go for a lot. They do sell. People do buy them, but a lot of them don't only go for like $15, $20. So it's really one of those things where unless you do it on a regular basis, it's probably not worth picking up. And a lot of times they're missing pieces. So again, if you don't sell board games on a regular basis, it might not be worth picking up. But anyway, that one sold for $50, so that was a good one, Heroica. And then lastly, it was a Husker Du game from 1993. This one sold for $40. It's just a really basic kids game. I'm not sure why it sells for so much and sells quickly whenever we list them. Some of the older ones, like from before the 90s, those ones can go for $50, $60. Even some of the newer ones that were like in the early 2000s, those still go for $30. Not really sure why, but anytime I see them in the store, I grab them, because it is literally just a board, and then it's these pawns or these movers, and there's like 20 of them, or I'm not sure how many, but that's all it is. It's just those movers and the board that sits in the box. So yeah, so if you see any of those, definitely pick them up. They're more often than not worth getting, and a lot of times because they look like just a standard little kids game, they're usually priced pretty reasonably at thrift stores. So anyway, so that was last week. What we're trying to focus on this week is getting all of these Amazon listings switched over to eBay. We were able to take all the photos off, which helps. I thought maybe we'd have to redo all these listings, but fortunately we have the photos. But that means I've got about 250 listings right now that I am trying to just take the pictures and throw them up on eBay, and it is taking a while. But that should mean that I should be able to hit our listing goals because of that. A lot of these games we only had on Amazon. We didn't sell them on eBay. So yeah, so the numbers should be pretty good this week. It just means that I got a lot to do. I've already got about 30 listings done so far today, and I'm hoping to get more up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. End of October was busy, and November, it kind of feels nice. Like we got through we got through Halloween, we got through my daughter's birthday party, and now there really isn't much until Thanksgiving. So it's time to put our heads down, get these things done that we need to get done, and yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a good week. People are buying things again, which is nice. It's a good feeling. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Check my wife out on Facebook, Books and Boards, and I will see you tomorrow.